All right, guys, racers ready. Marshall's ready. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up.
2, 1.
Clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. Here we go. We're off. Oh, got one with a flame out right here on the start. Move on out of the way, guys. Move on out of the way. Move out of the way. Oh, we got carnage over here on the right-hand side of the track. Trying to get it all worked out. Richard Dean in that number 2 spot. Brian Hutchinson in the number 3. Ran Ralph Howard all the way up to the 4 from 12th on the starting grid. Andy Kirk holding on to the 5. Kurt Robinson in the 6. Adam Tyrell in the 7. Adrian Gibson in the 8. Got a big lead right here for Aiden Kachu over here on the right-hand side of the track. Aiden Kachu with a big lead. He's running the Kyosho. Chassis over here on the top right-hand side of the track, coming down the hill. On to the front straightaway now. Aiden Kachu well out in front. It's Aiden Kachu, Richard Dean, Brian Hutchinson, 1, 2, and 3. Ralph Howard holding on to number 4 spot. Andy Kirk, Looks like Diego having some troubles here with his motor, not wanting to stay running. Two minutes down, 18 minutes left to go. There's Aiden Kachu coming across the line, 6 seconds upon the field. Richard Dean holding on to that number 2 spot. Brian Hutchinson in the number 3. Ralph Howard working at number 4. Kurt Robinson in the number 5 and final podium position. .230 down, 17:30 left to go. Long ways left to go here. Brian Hutchinson right now only 1 second back of Richard Dean for that number 2 spot. That's our closest and highest battle here early in this race. Hutchinson from second on the starting grid, falling down to that number 3 spot as he and Richard Dean trade positions. They're only separated by 1 second last time by the line. They're working the back section of the track now, coming over here on the right-hand side. Richard Dean still holding on to number 2. Oh, man, they get together a little bit as they come across that line. Oh, that's actually Adam Tyrell. Tyrell right now 1 lap back of them. Hutchinson now 2.6 seconds out of the number 2. Ralph Howard, Kurt Robinson, Mike Eichmeyer, 4, 5, and 6. They're having a good battle. .330 down, 16:30 left to go. Aiden Kachu, Richard Dean, Brian Hutchinson, 1, 2, and 3. Mike Eichmeyer, Ralph Howard, Kurt Robinson, Andy Kirk, Joey Lucchini. Right now in that 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 position. Adrian Gibson in the 9, Adam Tyrell in the 10, Jim Berry in the 11. Went for 20 down, 15:40 left to go. Aiden Kachu, Richard Dean, Brian Hutchinson, 1, 2, and 3. Mike Eichmeyer working that number 4. With Andy Kirk in the 5. Ralph Howard now in that number 5 spot. Andy Kirk in the 6. Andy Kirk only 0.25 of a second away from a podium finish. But we still got a lot of racing left to go with 15 minutes down. Apologize, 5 minutes down and 15 minutes remaining. Race number 26, Pro Nitro Buggy up next. Pro Nitro Buggy up next. All right, you're 6 minutes down, 14 minutes left to go. New race leader is going to be Richard Dean out in front. Aiden Kachu falls down to that number 2 spot. Got Brian Hutchinson still working the 3. Aiden Kachu right now 3.5 seconds back at the top spot. Oh, got a couple of guys getting together over here on the middle section of the track. Oh, got one upside down. Nope, they're trying to get it worked out. Front straightaway, caution on the front straightaway. Seven minutes down, 13 minutes left to go. 7 minutes down, 13 minutes remaining. Race number 25 on the track. Race number 26 is going to be coming up next. Oh, we got one out here with a flame out. Hold it up, hold it up. The loop's really sensitive. Hold it up, loop's really sensitive. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Richard Dean still leading the way. Richard Dean right now 6.3 seconds up on Aiden Kachu last time by the line. There's Richard Dean coming across the line, working the left-hand side of the track. Last time by, he was 6 seconds up on Aiden Kachu. Ralph Howard right there with Aiden Kachu, but he's 1 lap back. Right now, Ralph Howard currently 16 seconds back of the number 3. Ralph Howard from 12th on the starting grid all the way into a podium finish right now. Andy Kirk holding on to the 5 and final podium spot. Mike Eichmeyer now back out on the track, running in at number 10. Got Kirk Robinson working at number 6. Adrian Gibson in the 7. You're now 9 minutes down, 11 minutes left to go. 9 minutes down, 11 minutes remaining. Race number 26, Pro Nitro Buggy coming up next. Now 9:30 down, 10:30 left to go. No close battles here at the top of the leaderboard. Eleven minutes down, 9 minutes left to go. 11 minutes down, 9 minutes remaining. Richard Dean still could lead the way. Got a 5-second lead right now up on the field. Brian Hutchinson holding on to that number 3 spot. 20 seconds back into 2. Andy Kirk right now, 27 seconds back into 3. Ralph Howard holding on to the 5. 3 seconds away from the 4. You got Adrian Gibson working at number 7, Adam Tyrell in the 8, Jim Berry in at number 9, Mike Eichmeyer working at number 10. All right, you're 12:30 down, 7:30 left to go. Richard Dean with a 5-second lead here up on Aiden Kachu, who's in that number 2 spot. Brian Hutchinson working at number 3. Got a 27-second gap between that 2 and 3 spot. Andy Kirk now 1 lap back of Hutchinson for the 3. Ralph Howard 2 seconds back at the 4. All right, with less than 6 minutes to go now. New race leader, Aiden Kachu, back out in front. Richard Dean down to that number 2 spot now. Brian Hutchinson working at number 3. You're 14:30 down, 5:30 left to go. There goes Kachu coming across the line. Richard Dean over here on the right-hand side. There he goes across the line, 6.3 seconds back. with just over 5 minutes left to go now. Time winding on down. Ralph Howard, Kurt Robinson, Andy Kirk, and Adrian Gibson now will begin a new battle for that 4, 5, 6, 7 position. Adam Tyrell in the 8. Jim Berry working the 9. Jim Berry last time out of line 1.4 seconds back.
Left.
He's not going to move to the 8. Ike Meyer in the 9. Tyrell coming across the line in the 10.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes remaining. Richard Dean back out in front once again. Now has a 7-second lead here upon Aiden Kachu. Brian Hutchinson in that number 3 spot. Richard Dean looking for the big win here in round number 2 of the 2024 Florida RC Championship 8-Scale Series. Dean coming across the line, stretching out that lead even a little bit more now. Here comes Aiden Kachu to the line. Oh, gap staying right at 0.7 seconds. So nobody not making up any time here or growing the gap. $17 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go.
3
Andy
minutes
Kirk
left.
now works his way to that number 5 and final podium position. Kurt Robinson last time out of line, only 9/10 of a second back. Just over 3 minutes left to go. Oh, Aiden Kachu now going to close that gap down to 5.4 seconds. So Aiden Kachu now picks up almost 2 seconds here on Richard Dean this time by. There goes Dean with Ralph Howard right there in tow. They're very close together. They're separated, though, by 3 laps. Aiden Kachu now 4.8 seconds back in the race lead. Aiden Kachu on the move with 2 minutes left to go. Oh, Kachu just rolls it upside down but gets it right back on all 4 wheels. Looks like Richard Dean still doing a battle here with Ralph Howard as he tries to work his way around. Your race leader over here on the right-hand side of the track. Here they come in through the dog leg, down the front straightaway. Richard Dean now going to clear that lap traffic. Richard Dean on that left-hand side going in through the short chute around the S-turn to go. Aiden Kachu now 3.6 seconds back of the race lead. Aiden is closing the gap, but only 90 seconds left to go on the race clock. Oh, Richard Dean getting a little squirrely. Gathers it back up. Here he comes on the right-hand side of the track. Oh, no, Aiden going to go for a tumble. Down the front straightaway for Richard Dean. Aiden over here on the right-hand side. Oh, man, long lap there for Aiden. Giving up the time he cannot afford. That gap now back up to 12 seconds. Between 1 and 2 with 1:15 left to go. Kurt Robinson to the number 5 and final podium position. He's 1.5 seconds up on Andy Kirk. 1 minute left to go. That's our closest and highest battle. We'll keep an eye on that one here. Wait for them to come back to the line here so I can pick them up.
45 seconds left.
There's Ralph Howard in the 4. Down the front straightaway, there goes Jim Berry. There goes Kurt Robinson, still holding on to the 5. Got a little bit more breathing room now in between Andy Kurt and
30 seconds
Kurt
left.
Robinson. 3 seconds a gap. Kurt Robinson looking for a podium finish here on his birthday weekend. Richard Dean, though, out in front with 15 seconds left to go. There goes Aiden Kachu coming across the line. 15 seconds back in the race lead. 5 seconds left to go. There's Kurt Robinson coming across the line. Andy Kirk now 2 seconds back. Kurt Robinson over here on the left-hand side of the track in that number 5 and final podium position. Trying to bring it home on his birthday weekend. Kurt Robinson, the New Zealander.
Adrian Gibson done.
Looking for a podium finish here in round number 2.